Hey, sterling comfort here. I'm walking on shores of Lake Ontario near the Pier and Genesee River, the day before the election. I'm trying to clear my head before I finish knocking on doors getting out the vote. My message today is to all my fellow Monroe County residents. I know some of you could care less about your government, but you are the same people who will be asked to pay more for a lower standard of living under a Brooks administration. Over the past several years, we have seen nothing but county finances shift to a shadow form of government, whereby Maggie and her friends create corrupt authorities and local development corporations. It is all an illusion. It is not good policy, and they are fleecing us taxpayers right under our noses. Under her style of government, people with resources are not affected. If you care about democracy, and you are middle class or working poor, you really have no business voting for this lady. Beneath that polished veneer is a deceitful politician who wants you to think everything is okay. What we now know about all the criminal aspects of this government is just in the early stages. The state attorney general has issued subpoenas to county government, and the state controller has blasted Maggie for mismanagement. We will know more in a few months about all the unethical and criminal wrongdoing of this administration. But in the final analysis, history will not be kind to Maggie Brooks. When it's all said and done, we will look back on all of this nonsense and ask ourselves, why did we let this happen? Just you wait. But in the meantime, we have a chance to change directions by electing someone with integrity named Sandy Frankel. It is important that you exercise your right to vote. A government by the people, for the people just can't work without the people. This is a simple fact. Like a car without an engine, or a computer without a hard drive, a democracy without voters is just a shill that has no power. While it is easy to say one vote doesn't make a difference, the reality is that every vote does count. Do you remember what happened in Florida in 2000 with Bush and Gore? The conservative-leaning Supreme Court finally handed over the White House to that bumbling idiot George Bush, the same guy who put our nation in this financial mess we are in right now. Also, you have to remember that as an individual your vote may seem to be little more than a whisper, but when your vote is combined with your neighbor's votes and those who share your views, it becomes a meaningful chorus. The more like voters there are, the louder that voice grows. So get out there and make some noise. Get out there and vote. Sure is peaceful here at the lake. Oops. I think I spoke too soon. Bye for now. Off to the East End neighborhood to talk to voters.